can rewatch. Okay, so we are spending a few minutes intentionally connecting with people who follow us, like our stories, reels, or posts, people who comment on our posts, just going to their pages, checking out their new posts, giving them love. Okay, I cut that one a couple of minutes short just because we talked so much in the beginning, and I want to make sure we get through this so we can catch our next call. Okay, so intentional connections done. And the next step would be to spend a few minutes creating a post, a reel, some stories. What are you smiling at, Melissa? Why are you doing that?
Making me laugh. I don't even know what we're laughing about.
Me either.
I am trying to look cute, so you bring me as your +1 if you get to 1 star.
She is.
I will pack
How
the
do I
hell
look?
out of every room.
I'm wearing blush today.
Everybody's coming. Okay, sorry, focus people. So 10 minutes creating a post, story, reels. If this terrifies you, maybe creating a reel is scary, if you feel like you could create a post, or maybe creating a post is scary, maybe just create a story about how we're on a Zoom here, like take a quick picture, we'll all smile, how you're just connecting with your team. Try to do something, any tiny little thing, share your workout, a sweaty selfie in your stories. If I've already posted, I usually will edit my workout video and do that in my stories. But go ahead and spend this time making a plan for posting. Maybe you just start to create some content in your head and write something out, and you don't throw it up tonight, that's okay. But just start making a plan of what you'd like your next post to maybe look like, or a series of posts you'd like to create, just to brand yourself, right? So every post you make, you want it to have, I'm trying my best to come up with the words here, but a message that you want to deliver, whether it's self-confidence, strength, mindset growth, whatever you love about this business, you want your posts to kind of have that feel. So maybe spend some time creating some ideas for that and throw up a story. We're going to do that for 7 minutes because I talk too much. Go. And I will also say, I had like 17,000 views on a reel that I didn't even like very much, but it got so much love. And it was just me working out. And one of those, and these are my favorite. It's some sort of like inspo guy, like she wanted to be strong. She wanted to be growth, like I'm not good at that. So I use somebody else's voice, but I mean, it's so easy to create a reel that has some inspirational audio and you busting your ass. And like that speaks to people on a whole nother level. That's how you find people.
I was going to say, don't overthink doing a reel. Like I put the dumbest shit, like literally I just go places and I make sure to take videos. And then I say to myself, what can I use out of these videos? If it's beautiful scenery, if it's ocean, if it's me running, like I just post it. For the last 2 weeks, all I did was my workouts, like snippets from my workouts. Some of them did well, some of them didn't, but you don't have to overthink it. And it can really like draw people into you that way. I need to do one actually.
Quick question for you guys. So I made one of our Hartford half marathon like that day, and this has never happened to me before, but every time I try to save it, it gets like 3/4 of the way and then freezes and never gets beyond that. And I don't know how to fix it. And it was like 5,000 pictures and videos that it's not like easy for me just to like remake it. I tried to like delete something from the end and then put it back in, but it's so weird. It's never happened.
It won't post like that.
I use Splice all the time. Like it won't save it. So I can't download it. Like I made it.
Oh, it's in Splice.
Yeah. And then
Screen record it.
Anything about Splice.
Screen record it.
Oh, good idea.
But we can work with Splice. I can try to help you with that a little later, but
okay.
Yeah, that's frustrating for sure.
All right, I'll try to screen record it. That's a good idea.
Splice is the app that we use to edit videos, edit workout videos, edit reels. It's a really handy, super cheap app with a lot of cute little tools that make it super easy to look like a pro. And we will have that's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about. So we'll talk about that more later this week. Okay, so I didn't quite finish that. I have like a couple minutes left, so I'll finish that whenever we're done with this power hour. I just clicked save draft, which is super helpful. Because sometimes reels can take more than 10 minutes, but sometimes you only have a pocket of 10 minutes. It doesn't mean you can't squeeze something in, on a coffee break, on a lunch break, right before you go to bed, right before you go to work, right before you wake up your kids. All of these things are broken up into minutes so that you can do just that. So Melissa, do you want to talk about our next step, which is making new friends on social media?
Sure. I love new friends, Leah.
So 10 minutes, we'll spend the next 10 minutes on this. But tell us what to do, Vanna.
Okay, new friends, here we are. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to, I only grow on Instagram. Occasionally, here and there, I'll like add a new friend, a mutual friend on Facebook, but I intentionally grow my Instagram every day just because I feel like Instagram is a much happier place than Facebook. But what I do is I've sort of tried a few different methods with this, and I prefer the hashtag method. I know some people have gotten away from this. I've tried doing like local accounts and going under people that way, but it just doesn't seem, it takes me a lot longer that way, if that makes sense. So I use hashtags. I usually do it about running. It's super easy right now because it's marathon season. So last weekend I was doing Chicago Marathon, and I was literally just reaching out to everyone who ran the Chicago Marathon and congratulating them, and just being a human on the internet who has similarities with people. So these are all runners that I'm connecting with, oh my God, how do you feel? How was your recovery? Like, was it the best day ever? When's your next race? So whatever you're interested.
Things you actually care about.
Yeah.
Like,
So pick
just writing that to random.
Yeah. Whatever your interests are, pick a hashtag and just go to town. And, so occasionally I'll add or talk to someone who is private, but usually it's just public accounts. And yeah, I comment on their pictures. I like their pictures. I'm just a normal person. If they have stories, I'll go in their stories. I'll comment on something in there. And I do track the people that I follow and message, and I go in like 2 weeks later, and if they have not responded, I just delete them off my system. And if we've connected, then I just continue to be a friend to them. So 10 minutes, let's go make some friends. And same thing with Facebook. If you are someone who loves Facebook and you're growing on Facebook, go to a group that you're in, or join some groups of hobbies. Like I have 2 huskies, husky rescues on Facebook, and just be a human in those groups, and you'll start to develop connections and friendships and conversations that way. Hey, Leah, was I supposed to time that? Or were you?
I was waiting for you to tell me. I think we're done, right?
Okay,
Is it
good.
10 minutes?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
think it's been, I did my reel, so.
I was on a roll.
Good.
Yeah, it's when you start posting reels, you'll get likes from people you don't know, and it makes it real easy to connect because you're like, hey, thank you for supporting me. Great to connect. Like, it's so easy to appreciate people. And that's a lot of fun. Okay, last step. And we have 15 minutes before our next call starts. So we're going to spend 15 minutes inviting. Inviting doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be icky or salesy. When you know what you love and you have the confidence you have in the programs that we get to share and help others change their lives, and you trust in that, you will be drawn to help people. And that's where personal development comes in. So personal development, we're not doing it tonight while we're doing this Power 45, but it is something you should be doing every day to grow your mindset so that you have more confidence in yourself. Because we're here because we love this. There's no doubt about that. And I know we all know people that need this, not necessarily to lose weight, but because they may be grumpy, they might be unhappy, they may not feel good, they might be dealing with digestive issues. All the things that you love this program for, make a list of those people that might need this. Maybe it's just people that you love spending time with and you guys have the same interests. So maybe they would want to do this with you too. It would be great if you would spend a few minutes of this time inviting a couple of people to do this with you. But if you don't really know where to start, maybe spend some time creating a list of people that you could call on and invite, family members, people that, trust you, people that you know well. And when you say, I'm excited about this and I love it, and this is what it's doing for me and my family, do you want to do this with me? We'll listen. That's your warm market. What we did just a minute ago was making new friends that will eventually also be part of that warm market. But creating a list now to make it easy to invite when it's time to sit down and do this work is really important to always have. So if you don't already have a list to work from of friends and family, acquaintances, friends of friends that you would like to invite, go ahead and spend the next 15 minutes doing that. Let's take 12 minutes doing that. And there's another thing. I totally lost my train of thought there. People that you want to link arms with. Like if you have a bestie who you can visualize going on Success Club trips with, coming to Nashville with, doing leadership trips with, maybe running your own super Saturdays with, even if it's virtual, like friends that are at distance or family, sister, why don't you invite them tonight? That's the easiest ones. My sister, I was terrified to ask her to do this, and she needed it like more than most people I know. And she has immediately supported me and has never left my side and appreciates and has the confidence in it too, because she travels and she needed this business. So Bessie besides us. So come up with a couple of friends that you want to link arms with and do this business with, because those are the first people you want to bring in.
Well, and I want to share my side of that, because I had the opposite time. Like I was petrified to invite people that I was closest to. So I made a list of acquaintances, people that I didn't care if they said no, because it didn't matter to me either way. They were someone that I liked enough to do this with them and thought that they might, but they weren't necessarily those people that would buy dirt from you, right? And so I just wanted to share that, because I know a lot of trainings I hear is the same thing, like invite the people closest to you. And if I did that, I never would have invited, because it just scared me. To this day, I haven't invited some of my best friends. So just make a list. And if it's somebody, like, it's better to get the invite out versus wondering who to invite. Just do it. Just invite somebody.
Yeah, I like it. So we'll spend the next 12 minutes doing that. Let me know if you have any questions. You typically should always have something you're inviting to. That's helpful. So I'm doing a 3-day refresh next week. I've been inviting to that today. Last week we started I started a sweat and sculpt group. We started on the 10th. So the whole week before that, that's what I was inviting to. And even a couple of days after we started, I was inviting to that. So inviting to a challenge group is an easy invite. Okay, ladies. Nicole, hello. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up this Power 45. We're gonna hop on the leadership call here in a minute, but Melissa, do you want to stop the recording? And we'll post this in our coaching boot camp so that others can re-listen and get their